Hi, and welcome to the East Dallas Real Estate Market Update, courtesy of me, Alan Smith. If you're thinking about buying or selling residential real estate, it's important that you understand the current market trends. According to NetRisk, our local MLS, the marketplace for East Dallas residential properties in November of 2022 versus the same period last year, the number of sold listings decreased by 40% to 87 units, with the top sale of $2,500,000 at 3815 Branchfield Drive. The average sale price increased by 15.1% to $769,412, moving the average price per square foot up 12.4% to $335 per square foot. The inventory of properties available for sale measured in months supply increased by 50% to 1.8 months worth of inventory or properties for sale, yet that remains critically low. Mortgage rates increased with the 30-year fixed rate average near 6.49%, according to mortgage rate source Freddie Mac. In the coming months, it's important that you know mortgage rates are at the highest in 20 years, but have moderated from the highs that we saw just a few weeks ago. I'd like to talk to you about a stat that we don't often pay particular attention to, but I think it's an important one to know the direction of what's going on in the current market, and that is the list to sold price ratio. That is derived by taking the sold price and dividing it by the list price. The past, I'd say 2 to 3 years, we've seen that ratio hover around the upper 90s, maybe the low 100s, so like 101%, 99%. Earlier this year, when the inventories dropped to critically low levels, which I've never seen in my 32 years, we had, in some neighborhoods, we had a 2-month supply of inventory, and that created a hyper competitive market. So during January, February, March, earlier this year, we saw some of the list to sold price ratios in the 108, 109, 110% range. Well, what does that mean? That means we're in a hyper competitive market, and there were people that were bidding way above or offering way above ask, which was driving that list to sold price ratio at some of the highest levels that I've ever seen. We had, and you have to realize this is an average, so that means some properties were selling above that ratio, other properties were selling below that ratio. I saw one house sell at 125% of the list price, so that would have brought the ratio higher. So if you look at this month's, and I've highlighted some of the stats for you, but if you look, I've attached the overall stats for the East Dallas market, and you can look at those and you'll see that the list to sold ratio is at 95%. So that's down from what I've noticed as the average for the past several years, and that's down 12, 13% from just a few months earlier this year. So what does that mean? That means we're in a much less competitive market. So buyers, this may be the time that you need to be out there buying. You're not going to run into a multiple offer situation in many cases. Sellers, what does this mean for you? This means you're going to have to be realistic with your list price. That means the days of overpricing your home, those are over with. And your home is going to have to be market ready, not just marketable, but market ready. If you don't know the difference between market ready and marketable, reach out to me. I'll be glad to explain the difference to you in that area. So if you're thinking about buying or selling residential real estate now or in the near future, it's important that you seek the guidance and advice of a local professional realtor. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next real estate market update.